This video contains sensitive and potentially disturbing material including references to self-harm, doxing, swatting, minors, online harassment, and cybercrime. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The content presented is for informational and awareness purposes only. It does not condone, promote, or glorify any illegal, harmful, or abusive actions discussed. All efforts have been made to protect identities where appropriate, and then depictions of criminal behavior are intended to highlight the real-world consequences of such actions. If you are affected by any of the topics covered, please seek support from a trusted mental health professional, legal authority, or appropriate organization.
764 on 764 is the 764.
Increase in activity from a network called 764.
764, a known online terrorist group being known for online harassment, doxing, extorting, and leaking. Today we're going to be talking to two members of 764. We're going to ask them every question that most of you guys have been dead to know. So sit back, get yourself a snack, and watch this interesting document about 764. 764, a well-known group being known for doxing, extorting, swatting, and harming children. For the average person, 764 is just a normal group. But on the internet, it's a big thing. If you know about COM, you know about 764. It's a well-known group for extorting, doxing, and leaking. If you know about them, you definitely know what they do. If you don't, I have a little recap of what they do and why they're on the news like that. These people are on the FBI's most wanted list. They have over 250 cases open to just their group. But specifically, there are a lot more people in this group than you think. This is way bigger than what we think.
What you have just seen here is called a 764 edit, which are used to spread their ideology and show what they are capable of.
In my opinion, I hate soft, but I don't know why they like seeing this. I hate it in my opinion. But let's ask them, what do they think about this? Why do they enjoy it? And what's the kick about it? What does it make you feel seeing that?
It makes you feel like a type of adrenaline that a normal person can't feel.
So let's talk about the history about 764. 764 started in 2021 in a small Texas town called Stephenville. It was founded by a teenager named Bradley Cadenhead. But this wasn't any group. It was a decentralized online cult with members spread across platforms like Discord, Telegram, Roblox, and even Minecraft. So they find their victims on one of these platforms and they start love bombing them. But after a while, they will extort them or groom them. Over time, 764 splintered into smaller fractions with names like No Lives Matter and Maniac Mulder Cult. These groups escalate violence, with some being labeled as major domestic terror threats. Their influence spans social media, gaming platforms, and encrypted chats, making them extremely hard to track and stop. So now you know that 764 is an actual harmful group and it should not be messed with. So we got ourselves in contact with two members of 764 and we're willing to do an interview. So sit back and watch this little interview with the questions that most of y'all want to know, and I actually got an answer for it. So right here, we have a 764 member named Torture. So Torture, can you tell me who you are and what you do?
I'm Torture, I'm a member of 764 and an Exo.
Alright, so right here, we have the second person named Sinful. So Sinful, tell me who you are and what you do.
So I'm a 764 member, and I extort minors on Discord.
And before some of you are gonna say these people are LARPing, these people are not LARPing. They showed me actual proof on how they did it and that they're actually verified of being a 764. Hey, so what's the worst thing that you've seen that the average person wouldn't be able to look at?
I've seen, let's say, kids getting tortured, getting their limbs cut off slowly, kids getting, people like, I've seen one where a guy gets beheaded, they put the shotgun inside of his head, and they shoot.
What's the worst thing in your opinion that you saw?
I'd probably say there's this one girl that got extorted by my friend. She put a knife inside of her, just scratched out the insides.
Why was 764 created? Who made it?
It was originally created to spread terror, and it was created by Felix, known as Brad.
Oh yeah. Alright. So if 764 falls, one of the leaders gets slaughtered. Who takes its place?
Well, usually it's one of the co-owners if there is one, but if there's not, it's a really close friend to the owner or someone they know really well and know they would take good care of 764.
Or what if... Did that ever happen that something bad happened with the owner?
Yeah, it's been many times. It's been going on for years now.
And how many years has it been going on for?
I think around 4 to 5.
Alright. What happens if one of your members gets slaughtered? What will the rest do?
Well, usually they just try to find more information about the swaying, the fedding, and try to just hope that he doesn't snitch.
Like, do some people just get scared and actually snitch?
Yeah, that happened a lot of times. They just snitch on their members, and the members do as well.
Like, how old is like the average member?
Usually between like 14 to like 30, I'd say.
So what is one rule that you guys follow? Like,
I'd probably say to not like cut like another person's extort, because I find it really like weird to do. Since you're an extortion cop, you shouldn't cut block someone else's extortions.
why they created 764?
It was created to spread terror around the world, and it was created by Bradley Cadenhead.
Doing anything more
Yeah.
about this specific person or not?
Well, I know Bradley was sick, twisted, but he was funny. He was funny. There's some clips around the internet you can find. But yeah, that's about it.
And how did you get involved in Calm?
Back in the day, I used to like hang around with friends, and on like Xbox 360, I heard about doxing and stuff. That's when I got on like social media and stuff, and I heard about Calm and doxing, all that. Then fast forward to like 2020, I heard about Doxcom. That's when Doxbin got famous. I joined a couple of servers and I seen people getting sword, and I thought that was cool. So then I met this one guy, Zoo, and he just brought me into 764 and like deep com extortion com.
So, can you tell us, how does extorting work? What do you do?
Extortion works in multiple ways. There's, let's say, you find a girl, she's underaged, you get info by like an EDR or like just different ways, and then you force them to start cutting or like killing cats, animals, or just crazy stuff.
And what's the kick about it? What does it make you feel seeing that?
It makes me feel like a type of adrenaline that a normal person can't feel. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like it makes me happy, I guess.
And what would you do if a person didn't listen to your command?
I'd probably send them to a rehab. I'd SWAT them, then send them to a rehab, get their parents arrested.
So, what did you do to be a part of 764? Like, what made you a part of it?
Basically I did graffiti. I got like blood signs. Basically extorted girls into making me wall signs made out of blood. And I did like tire slashings. I remember one time I was going out for a stabbing. I almost stabbed a girl.
So, why did you join Calm?
I only joined because my friend, he got me into it. And as I said, I was kind of bored. So I had nothing to do. Most of my friends, they blocked because they thought it was shit. It's kind of sad.
So, you lost many people in the process.
Yeah, basically.
Doesn't that hurt you? Doesn't that make you feel sad that you just lost friends just because of what you're doing?
I mean, it kind of did, but then I got used to it. Didn't really care, but
Alright. How many victims do you
Coulda-
have?
I would say about like a range 80 to like 100.
And what is the general age? What's the average age of them?
The average age is like 15 to 14. The lowest I've ever done was 9 years old.
And where did you find that 9-year-old?
Oh, I found it on Dollhouse. So there was this fucking weird kid, and she basically had no clothes on, right? She was like going around flexing it. Then I told her to add me on Discord. She added me on Discord and I started extorting her.
So what's the kick about harming kids? What do you feel when you harm someone?
I don't feel any regret. I mean, I don't really care because like at the end of the day, it's just fucking cuts. It will heal eventually, and it's all gonna be over. No.
Alright, so I already know you said you got used to it, but before that, didn't you ever like feel bad or be like, why am I doing
Yeah,
this?
before calm, I used to be against this shit. Like, I would like basically bully niggas that were in that shit. But for some reason, I don't know why, just randomly got part of it.
So both of these people got involved in Calm with their friend, so their friend brought them into Calm. But I've actually managed to get into contact with Torch's friend, so let's hear about him as well, and after that I'll explain everything else to you guys.
Hello there, my name is Zoo. I am Torture's friend.
Hello there, Zoo. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Yes, go on.
So, how did you get involved in Calm?
Back in 2022, some calm situation happened involving me, so I just got more invested. Then a friend helped me get in it officially.
So when did you join Calm?
I joined calm about 2022.
So like, can you tell us, what would you do if like a person, one of your victims, didn't want to listen to you? What would you do?
I would either call CPS on them, if I had shit that CPS wanted, or I'd SWAT them.
Oh. So how did you find your victims? Like, which platforms did you find them on?
Sometimes by starters of friends, other times by Doxbin etc. Some are just cut sluts.
So if you're into all this external stuff, what does 764 mean to you then? Like, is it family or what is it?
764 doesn't mean much for me. It's just a group that has gotten known on the news.
So what's the most darkest thing you've ever seen that a normal person wouldn't be able to actually look at?
The darkest thing I've ever seen was a guy get shot to the head 10 plus times.
So like, can you explain to us, what did you feel when you saw it for the first time? Like, what kick they gave you?
Happy. A bit of regret, but not much regret, if it what I mean.
So, what's the youngest person you've extorted, if you can tell us?
12-13. I've never done lower.
So we finally have our interviews, all the questions that we wanted to answer. But this is just a warning. Do not get involved in these people. I myself am not involved in Calm and I shall never be. I have nothing to do with the people who are fighting 764. I have nothing to do with anything with them. So let's continue about the story about 764. As Torture told us, 764 was created to spread hate across the internet, but it's also been used to do many other different things. It's been getting people to commit suicide, it has made people overdose, it has made people actually mentally hurt themselves, it has been used to create self-harm content, and it has been used to spread a lot of hate and terror around the internet. So they try to gain their victims' trust. After that, they push the kids into sending explicit content. Sometimes this is selfies at first, but then it comes to the manipulation. Send more, or we'll leak what you already sent. Cut your arm, hurt your pet, so you can prove your loyalty. They push the children into self-harm, animal torture, and even bomb threats and suicide live streams. All recorded, collected, and shared in private group chats as trophies. Inside 764, status is earned. They hold watch parties sharing clips of victims harming themselves or others. Some groups compete to see who can push the victim the furthest. They don't just want control, they want complete and emotional and psychological domination. As of now, the FBI is investigating over 250 cases tied to 764. This isn't just about illegal content, it's about hurting vulnerable kids into pawns into a sadistic game, and they're spreading fast.
Tonight, a WPBF 25 News investigation into a dangerous online network targeting children and how it's reaching into Palm Beach County.
We first told you on Tuesday about 764, a global collective luring children into dark, abusive acts. The FBI says some members plot to overthrow governments and create chaos, but the bigger threat? They're focused on children, using gaming platforms like Roblox to build trust and then manipulate kids into making sexual content. From there, the abuse escalates.
I cannot say enough to scare you. If you are not paying attention to what your kids are doing on their phones, you need to.
Our investigative reporter Terry Parker has been looking into this group for days now and joins us from the newsroom.
Terry, we know that ULearn investigators believe members of 764 have already targeted people right here in our area.
That's exactly right. The FBI says they are investigating hundreds of 764 cases across the country, some right here in our area. Just last summer, a suspected member of 764 threatened to blow up the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Here's what the sheriff tells me about how this group is targeting kids and teens. He says they are an extremely violent and troubling nihilistic network.
So what you've just heard is a little news article about them by the WPDF, and these are actual facts. I've checked this myself. These are true things that actually happened. 764 is an actual harmful group and should not be messed with again. The things they've shown me are actually crazy. I've never seen one of these things before and it actually disgusts me. They've shown me how to exclude people, they've shown me actual live things, they've shown me actual spot calls, and it's actually disgusting. I don't recommend trying to get your hands on it, and if you're not into calm, stay out of it. It's not a place you want to be. If you suspect someone is involved or a victim of online abuse, contact local authorities or report to cybertiphotline.org. So that's gonna be it for now. This is gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and actually gained some knowledge about who they are and what they do. So as I said again, I'll say it again. Stay out of calm. It's not a place you want to be at. I hope you guys actually enjoyed this video. I put a lot of effort and time into this video and I hope to see you all the next time.